In this part, we are going to implement the edit contact. So inside the db.js, we have to get the value from the list item when click edit. So here, since we already know the test context is edit, so we have to go to check if the test content is equal to edit. And then we also use this to grab the ID, and then the contact is equal to document.querySelector, and then use backtick contact. Data ID is equal to ID, and then since the name is inside the span with the class name and the phone is inside this span with the class phone, so here we can get the name by using contact.querySelector and then .name .inner HTML, and then we do the similar things for the phone. So we try to log out the name and also the phone. Now we go to the website, and when we click on the edit, we can see the Peter and also his phone. So we want to put this inside our edit contact model so the user can edit here. So now we can delete this, and then we use the edit form, but we haven't added the edit form. We need to get the reference for the edit form and also the edit model. So we copy this and duplicate, and we use edit form, and here we change this to edit contact. Since if you look at the index.html, you see this is edit contact. So we get the form which is inside the edit contact, and we change this to edit contact model, and then we also change this to edit contact model. So now we can use the edit form. So edit form .name .value is equal to the name, and the edit form .phone .value is equal to the phone. So we unregister the service worker and also clear the data site. So we refresh and go to edit. Now you see the values that we get from the list already put inside the form, so the user can add this directly here. And also we have to let the update ID is equal to null, and we want to make this global because this ID is getting from the contact list, but we will use this inside the edit form, and we already created the contact form which has the add event listener. So we can copy this and use this and make some changes to become the edit form. So we change this to edit form because actually the edit form and the contact form has a very similar functions. The only difference is this time we do not want to add a new contact. Instead, we are going to update the original contact. So now we continue to replace the contact form with the edit form. And since we will not initialize the favorite, so we have to delete this one. And also we have to use the edit contact model. And also we do not need to add the new contact. Update ID and .update contact. Inside the condition of checking the test context is equal to edit, we have to replace this with update ID because we need this when we are going to update the firestore. Because if you look at here, we need the update ID, but here we forgot to use the update ID, so we have to change this to update ID. Now if we click on the edit and we change this to Samuel and click update, now you can see the name already changed to Samuel. And in the next part we will add the toggle favorite and also update the contact list.